Hello, class. Before the great world you see before you, there was war, famine, and families. I would tell you how these things cease to exist now. A few hundred years ago, when our Ford was still alive, bless his soul, he came up with a plan. He said that families were holding everyone back, and that we needed to abolish them. Because of this, there was a war that broke out. A great, big, bad war. It was called the 9 Years' War. And yes, it lasted for 9 years. This is a simple timeline of how the war went down.
Anthrax bombs were used to kill thousands. The sound was no louder than a paper bag popping. There were so many explosions, limbs flew through the air. The Russians infected their own water supply, a simple yet effective method. During this time, global economies started to collapse before them. The governments were left with a choice. They had to choose between stability and destruction, between freedom and structure. There was Golders Green. 800 people mowed down by machine gun fire in a matter of minutes. There was the British Museum massacre. 2,000 culture fans gassed to death with dichlorophyll sulfide. Trying to change everything by force was making no difference. They resorted to human conditioning. All historical monuments were destroyed. The ones that weren't already destroyed in the war, mind you. Ford's Model T automobile opened up an entirely new era. All crosses were cut to resemble a T in honor of our Ford. Soma was created with the help of all chemists and pharmacists. It had no ill effects like alcohol and cocaine, just the hallucinogenic manner of the drugs. A gram is better than a dam. Old age was abolished. Everyone remains close to the same physical state. When their time comes, they die, and their biomass is reused in other procedures.
Civilizations, languages, and religions were all whisked away. Spanish, whisk. Hinduism, whisk. Christianity, whisk. Swahili, whisk. There was even Italian, whisk. There was even German. Whisk, whisk, whisk. All of it gone. Just like that.
Our Ford's method of mass production was carried out for the production of life itself. But of course, it didn't just create people. It created a class system that was perfect for the perfect society. There are, of course, alphas, betas, gammas, deltas, and epsilons.
That's all I have for you today, class. Make sure to put those report papers back on my desk on Monday. And I want to see notes on this stuff, people. Notes, notes, notes.